Hey readers, welcome back. If you are watching this video, then you probably just read this and that with me. And this goes over our digraphs, specifically our TH digraph. And I thought we could do some practicing of some of the words in this and that. First thing, let's go over just a reminder of that TH sound. I've told you that you need to stick your tongue out at me, give me that V sound. Now, our TH can actually make two different sounds. It can make a voiced and an unvoiced sound. When it makes that voice sound, it's buzzy. So I want you to put your hand on your throat, and I want you to say this. This. Do you feel your vocal cords kind of buzzing? You should feel some vibration. That's because your vocal cords are doing this. Now we have the unvoiced sound. Put your hand right there again, and I want you to say the word thank. Thank. It should not have buzzed. That's because you're forcing your air through in a different way. So it can make that voiced buzzy sound or the unvoiced sound. Either way, you're going to stick that tongue out. This, thank. So I always tell my kids that TH, stick your tongue out. Okay. Now that we have that under our belt, let's do some practicing. So I want us to take a look. That TH sound, or the TH, can be found in the beginning, middle, or end of a story. We're going to start with this word. These are all found in your This and That book. So I see my digraph right here. And I'm going to give it a try. With. Now, if you're not sure, you can try both. With doesn't make sense. Then you're going to flip it to voiced or unvoiced. This time it's with. All right. Here's another one from our story. I see that digraph right here at the beginning. Let's give it a try. This. Okay, this is one that you have to be a little bit careful with because sometimes I see students go, oh, that's the word is. But this would say is, this. And then you might realize, that didn't sound right. So don't, just because you see a word doesn't necessarily mean that's what it's going to say in there. So it's always best to do the parts. This. Okay, we had this word in our story too. There's my digraph again. It's at the beginning. At that. And then we also have this in here. We have that apostrophe S. So we already know this says that. And we're going to add this on it. That's. Like that's mine. Now, if you weren't quite sure, you could do each sound. At. That. All right. You're doing fantastic. Okay. Now, this was the name of one of the characters in our story. I see my digraph at the end. Beth. Her name was Beth. Okay, I see my digraph right here. And I also see something here. This is a welded or glued sound. This chunk says ink. And I can add this part. Ink. Think. Think about it. And I have one more for you. There's my digraph. And I have another welded glued sound chunk. This one says ank. Ank. Thank. Like thank you. Now I also often remind you to look all the way through your words because sometimes we have words that are very visually similar. Just like this. Both of these are in our book. Okay, this is the same. This is the same. Not the same. Same. So the only thing that changed was our vowel sound. So I need you to be careful and look all the way through to make sure that you are reading your words accurately. All right, that was a fun little practice for our This and That book. Now I want you to go back through and I want you to read this for yourself. If you want more practice with our Digraph TH and our story This and That, head back to the beginning of the video. Otherwise, until next time, see you later, readers.